For years, the idea of using AI for real coding meant relying on closed, proprietary models like OpenAI's GPT or Anthropic's Claude. Developers were at the mercy of rate limits and API costs, and the best coding agents felt locked behind paywalls. But now, a new contender has emerged, Kimi K2.6. This open weights model from Moonshot AI is making waves by outperforming even the latest closed models on real software engineering benchmarks. In this video, we'll explore why Kimi K2.6 is a game changer for developers and how it could reshape the future of AI-assisted coding. Kimi K2.6 isn't just another large language model. Developed by Moonshot AI, it's a frontier model with open weights, meaning you can download, run, and integrate it into your own infrastructure. While it's not fully open source in the strictest sense, its license allows for much more flexibility than closed alternatives. For engineers, this means you're no longer tied to proprietary APIs for top-tier coding performance. Kimi K2.6 is designed as both a coding and agent model, excelling in long-horizon tasks, tool use, and handling large multi-file repositories. Most developers care less about ideology and more about practical benefits, latency, cost, privacy, and control. Open weights give you the power to run the model on your own hardware, fine-tune it on your codebase, and integrate it with internal tools without sending sensitive data out. For regulated environments, this is a huge advantage. It also means you can build AI features into your products at a fraction of the cost compared to per-token API calls. Kimi K2.6 hits a sweet spot, powerful enough for real work, but not locked behind a single vendor. Benchmarks aren't reality, but they're a useful indicator. Kimi K2.6 stands out on several key benchmarks. On SWE-Bench Pro, which simulates real GitHub issues and multi-file fixes, K2.6 edges out GPT 5.5, Claude Opus 4.6, and Gemini 3.1 Pro. This is significant because these tasks are much closer to real-world engineering than isolated algorithm challenges. K2.6 isn't just generating code snippets. It's reading, understanding, and editing live codebases in a way that passes actual tests. Another area where Kimi K2.6 shines is the Humanities Last Exam, or HLE. This composite benchmark tests reasoning, knowledge, and tool use. With tools enabled, K2.6 leads GPT 5.4, Claude 4.6, and Gemini 3.1 Pro on HLE-Full. This suggests that K2.6 is more than just a code autocomplete engine. It's capable of orchestrating tools, searching, and decomposing complex problems. For anyone interested in semi-autonomous coding agents, this is a major step forward. Terminal Bench 2 is a benchmark that tests agentic coding in a simulated terminal environment. Here, the model must complete tasks by running shell commands, installing dependencies, running tests, and editing files just like a real developer. Kimi K2.6 shows significant improvement over its predecessor and is competitive with the best, though GPT 5.5 may still hold the top spot in some reports. The key takeaway: K2.6 is a credible agentic coder, not just a static code generator. Live CodeBench v6 tests a model's ability to perform front-end coding from screenshots. The model is given a UI image and must produce HTML, React, CSS, or Tailwind code. Kimi K2.5 was already strong in this area, but K2.6 closes the gap with GPT 5.level models. For developers building dashboards, design systems, or internal tools, this means you can feed K2.6 a Figma-like screenshot and get a solid starting point for your layout. Moonshot AI markets Kimi K2.6 as an agent swarm system. The idea is that the base model can spin up multiple sub-agents to parallelize work. Imagine a coordinator agent delegating tasks. One reads docs, another edits code, another runs tests. This multi-agent approach allows for complex workflows where each agent has a focused role. K2.6 6's strong performance on benchmarks like Terminal Bench and HLE-Full suggests it can handle these loops with fewer errors and dead ends. If you're already using GPT 5.5 or Claude for coding, K2.6 doesn't mean you need to abandon everything. Instead, it gives you a serious open weights option. You can use closed models for exploratory reasoning and K2.6 for execution. For example, let GPT or Claude help design your architecture, then let K2.6 handle implementation and refactoring with full repo access. You can also use K2.6 for sensitive code, keeping everything local and secure. Kimi K2.6 can serve as the backbone for internal developer tools. Code review bots, migration assistants, test writers, and bug triage agents can all run locally, hitting your internal APIs. This shift means that top-tier coding agent is no longer synonymous with closed SaaS API. You gain more control and can tailor the AI to your organization's needs, all while keeping sensitive data in-house. Let's make this concrete. Imagine you want a simple local code assistant that can read your repository and propose patches. With Kimi K2.6, you can set up a minimal Python client that reads files, summarizes issues, and suggests code changes. While this isn't production ready, it ignores token limits and tool use. It demonstrates the mindset. Treat K2.6 as a service within your own network, with direct access to your code. From a minimal agent, you can build more advanced workflows. For example, after each suggested patch, you can run tests, feed failures back into the model, and require human approval before merging. This pattern generalizes to more complex agent frameworks, where K2.6 becomes the reasoning core, and your infrastructure handles tools, state, and safety. The result is a robust, semi-autonomous coding assistant tailored to your needs. K2.6 is competitive, but not magical. Closed models like GPT 5.5 and Claude still lead on pure reasoning and math benchmarks. Their ecosystems are more mature, with more plugins and SDKs available. Latency and hardware requirements for K2.6 depend on your deployment. If you run it poorly, you might miss the convenience of SaaS APIs. Licensing is also a consideration. Open weights don't mean unrestricted production use. On the flip side, K2.6 gives you control knobs that closed APIs simply don't. You choose the serving stack, routing, and caching. You can fine-tune the model on your own style guides and code patterns. For platform engineers, this is a huge advantage. AI becomes another internal service, not a black box from a vendor. This flexibility is especially valuable for organizations with unique workflows or compliance requirements. The real story isn't that K2.6 beat GPT 5.5 on a benchmark. Those results will leapfrog every quarter. What matters is that high-performing, agent-capable open weights models are now table stakes. This changes how we architect developer tooling. Expect more companies to run their own AI coding clusters, agentic workflows to become standard, and hybrid stacks combining closed and open models to be the norm. If you're a developer, the practical advice is simple. Treat K2.6 as a serious option, not just a curiosity. Spin it up in a lab environment, point it at a real repository, and see how it performs compared to your current AI assistant. This hands-on experimentation will reveal where open weights are already good enough and where you might still prefer closed SaaS models. We've moved past the era where local models were just toy demos or nostalgia for self-hosting. Kimi K2.6 proves that open weights models can now compete with the best for real software engineering work. For developers and engineering leaders, the question is no longer, can open models code? But rather, where in our stack do we want control? And where are we fine with a black box? Benchmarks like SWE-Bench Pro and Terminal Bench are useful signals, but the real test is how these models behave in your repositories, with your tools, under your constraints. K2.6 has earned a spot in that experiment. If you care about practical AI for engineering, it's worth giving K2.6 a real shot and seeing where it fits best in your workflow. For those who want to dive deeper, there are several resources and benchmark comparisons available. Articles and discussions on platforms like ThinkPaul, Lush Binary, Reddit, and Deep Infra provide detailed breakdowns of Kimi K2.6's performance against Claude, GPT 5.5, and Gemini. The official Kimi blog also offers model and benchmark overviews, including latency, throughput, and cost analyses. The rise of Kimi K2.6 signals a new era for AI coding agents. Open weights models are now competitive with the best, and developers have more choices than ever. As agentic workflows become standard and hybrid stacks the norm, the focus shifts to where you want control and customization. The next year will see rapid evolution in developer tooling, with open models playing a central role. In summary, Kimi K2.6 is the first open weights model that can truly rival GPT 5.5 and other closed models for real coding tasks. It offers practical advantages in control, privacy, and cost, while delivering competitive performance on key benchmarks. For developers and engineering leaders, the question is no longer whether open models can code, but how best to integrate them into your stack. Give K2.6 a try and see how it can transform your workflow.